Nothing is more clickable than a celebrity conflict. However, nothing is more important than the good versus evil, believers versus atheists culture war raging in America. Rock chose a side Saturday night. He's on the God Squad. All right, welcome back. Tomorrow I'm gonna bring all these guys back and we're going to talk about Chris Rock's new Netflix special, but we're gonna end today's show with a fire starter about Chris Rock's special so this can percolate and simmer overnight, and then we'll come back and have a great full discussion about his Netflix special. Before I get into this fire starter though, I need you guys to hit the likes, hit the comments, hit subscribe. If you're on Apple, give me that 5-star review. All right, let's get this party starting. Are we ending? We're ending the show right now. So let's get the fire starter started. Despite the cursing, name calling, endorsement of abortion, and celebration of lust and drugs, Chris Rock's Netflix comedy special, Selective Outrage, expressed a biblical worldview. In fact, when it ended after Rock closed with a tirade that repeatedly called Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith bitches, the 60-minute routine felt like the comedian's impersonation of Jesus's cleansing of the temples, the one that featured Christ overturning tables and bad-mouthing bankers. Selective Outrage lived up to its name. It was not a flash of anger. It was a controlled and calculated demolition of a culture turned antithetical to the one that cultivated Rock's meritocratic rise to stardom. Rock was justifiably outraged Saturday night. Woke culture threatens his way of life. Insistence on political correctness cancels entertainers who dare to bother the sensibilities of way too easily triggered. The 58-year-old Rock, the product of a working-class nuclear family with 7 kids, hammered an anti-victimhood message throughout his stand-up routine. He ripped American white men for claiming victim status. He blasted Meghan Markle, the light-skinned Duchess of Sussex, for whining about the royals' interest in the skin tone of her baby. Take a listen.
Some of that shit she went through was not racism. It was just some in-law shit. Sometimes it's just some in-law shit. Cause she's complaining, I'm like, what the f*** is she talking about? No, they're so racist. They wanted to know how brown the baby was gonna be. They're so racist. They wanted to know how brown the baby's gonna be. I'm like, that's not racist. Cause even black people wanna know how brown the baby gonna be. Shit.
Ever since Will Smith walked on the Oscar stage to slap Rock, the super skinny comic has waged a one-man war against victimhood. Take a listen.
I'm not a victim, baby. You will never see me on Oprah or Gayle crying. You will never see it. Never gonna happen. I couldn't believe it, and I love Men in Black. No. It's never gonna happen. I took that hit like Pacquiao, mother.
Reviewers of Selective Outrage will focus on Rock's angry rebuke of Will Smith. Nothing is more clickable than a celebrity conflict. However, nothing is more important than the good versus evil, believers versus atheists culture war raging in America. Rock chose a side Saturday night. He's on the God Squad. Given the enormous amount of profanity Rock unleashed Saturday night, he sounded like a mashup of rappers Cardi B and Eazy-E. That assertion will sound crazy to many people. It's even nuttier considering Rock bragged and joked about paying for abortions and using his wealth to pursue sexual conquest. To wild applause, Rock proudly staked a pro-choice position, saying he wants his 2 daughters to control their bodies and complaining that many states now outlaw abortion. But that was all just a setup to Rock's real joke and even realer point. Abortion is murder. He kept telling the seemingly pro-choice Baltimore audience that he was on their side. But he also kept throwing the ugliness and immorality of abortion in their face. He compared abortion to a mafia hit. He feigned calling a doctor and asking, "Is it done yet?" Take a listen.
So there's a part of me that's pro-life. But since I love my daughters unconditionally, I love them not just as little girls, I love them as grown women. I want my daughters to live in a world where they have complete control of their bodies, okay? Okay? And because of that, I am pro-choice. I'm absolutely pro-choice, okay? I believe women should have the right to kill babies. That's right, I'm on your side. I believe you should have the right to kill as many babies as you want. Kill them all, I don't give a But let's not get it twisted. It is killing a baby. Because whenever I pay for an abortion, I request a dead baby. Sometimes I call up the doctor like a hitman. Is it done?
Chris Rock is not pro-abortion. Throughout his career, he's made it quite clear life begins in the womb. Saturday, he ridiculed the notion of women being allowed to abort their children up until the child's first report card. In 2005, a writer for Slate, John Swansburg, labeled Rock the William F. Buckley of stand-up. Of course, you remember Buckley, the conservative public intellectual and founder of the National Review. Well, Swansburg hated Rock's penchant for taunting women who use abortion as birth control. Chris Rock embodies the American dream. He, his mom, dad, and 6 siblings climbed the social and economic ladder thanks to this country's Judeo-Christian culture. On Saturday, Rock shared a story about his mom growing up during a time when Black people in her community often had to see a veterinarian to get their teeth pulled. He marveled that his mom now flies twice a year to Europe to visit her granddaughter at culinary school. Rock's Saturday night sermon included references to his humble upbringing, grateful spirit, and devotion to his daughters. The discerning ear noticed Rock lacing his bits with biblical wisdom. He trashed the notion that kids are born good and made evil and racist by their parents. Yeah, kids are born good? Only people without kids say that, Rock observed before sharing his older daughter's habit of biting people when she was a child. You think me and her mother taught her that? Rock asked. Christians believe man is born into sin, wicked by nature, and in need of Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior. Non-believers think man is born pure and turned wicked by the world. Rock also cleverly explained the natural order and the benefits of a patriarchal culture. He said you can judge a neighborhood by who is at home at 12:15 in the afternoon on a weekday. If you see women in sweatsuits, walking babies, riding bikes, and just leaving the gym, you know you're in a good neighborhood. If you see men in sweatsuits, riding bikes, and lifting weights, you know you're in danger. Rock said it's not good when men aren't working. Rock ended his show revealing why he didn't physically respond to Will Smith's slap. Take a listen.
And a lot of people go, Chris, how come you didn't do nothing back? How come you didn't do nothing back that night? Because I got parents. That's why. Because I was raised. Okay? I got parents. And you know what my parents taught me? Don't fight in front of white people.
That was worthy of a mic drop. Chris Rock is the profane preacher comedy really needs.